You are the cause of my euphoria.
You know what it is. Hello, 안녕하세요.
You know what it is. Hello. 안녕하세요.
What's up, Otaku Randomz? I'm Otaku CJ, and welcome to Thtzsorandom, where we're loud, live, and extra, loud, live, random, because who wants to be regular? And in today's video, guys, we have the official, finally, the official Nerd Talk, Part 1, Episode 1. All right, we're going to be talking about my novel. We're going to be talking about K-pop content creators, especially my melanin content creators, K-pop and anime content creators, but mainly K-pop. And we're also going to be talking about the fandoms. So sit back and whatever else comes to mind. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into the video. All right, the first topic will be a two-parter. All right, the first topic will be on the K-pop influencers that spread K-pop, especially my melanated kings and queens, brothers and sisters. All right, and then we're going to tie that into the K-pop fandom. All right, and this segment or part of Nerd Talk episode 1 comes through Caitlin, one of my favorite reactors. She reacts to K-pop. She wasn't always on the K-pop scene. All right, she was doing West American music. So when she got into the K-pop scene, she kind of grew, and with growing in that type of popularity, especially that fast, it comes with some territory, and one of the territory being haters. But the fact that y'all bullied her into all around just saying, I need to take a break and recollect my thoughts and see if I really want to continue doing this, is kind of crazy. I will say, as a person who I do not even just K-pop reaction videos, I do or try to do everything, not even just K-pop related, anime related, you know, because I started this account not just for me, but for other nerds, okay? Not just anime nerds, but collector nerds, manga nerds, novel nerds, like different kinds of nerds. It's for everybody who's loud, live, extra, loud, live, and random, because who wants to be regular? And what about the introverts who are quiet and keep to themselves? It's also for you too. It's also for you. We could be loud, live, and extra, loud, live, and random, because who wants to be regular? And we could be introverted, quiet, and alone, introverted, quiet, and random, because who wants to be regular? But I made this account for any and everybody, and so I know that coming with the territory is haters, hate comments, death threats, all of that, especially with the way the fandoms are. Yeah, I know it comes with the territory. But long story short, she got bullied, harassed, and threatened online, and she already suffers from anxiety and depression, and so that took a toll on her mental, and so she's taking a break from doing reactions and different things because of it. And I understand her completely, because I would need a break too if that happened to me, if I had her same circumstances. Now, see, as for me, I'm either gonna swing on y'all in the comments, or I'm just gonna ignore it altogether, because I'm half Cardi B and I'm also half Megan Thee Stallion. You might hear me sneak dish you in a song, but or I might throw a microphone, who knows? But nevertheless, you don't know who is behind the camera, especially with our melanated influencers. If you don't follow any melanated influencers that talk about K-pop and you want to follow more, I'm gonna put my top 5 in the description down below. All right, but we do this not just for, you know, the artists, you know, K-pop, AT, so on and so forth. We also do this so other people within the fandoms can find one another, and we can grow the population, grow the fandom into a family where we can be called home. Not a fandom that's supposed to be a family, but we're getting spread and divided amongst one another because this group of people thinks it's okay to do XYZ 1, 2, or 3, while the other side is like, no, that's wrong. And even though they know it's wrong, they're still going to do it because they have freedom of speech, freedom of as long as they're behind the camera. Behind the phone. I understand that as I go up in the social media, and not even just social media, but the music side of things too, because I also want to start doing music alongside, YouTube. I know I'm gonna have to keep reminding people, hey, yes, I fanboy over 8 men, 7 men, 4 men, whatever. Yes, I watch BL. I watch Thai BL. I watch Chinese BL. I watch KBL. I watch Thai BL. I watch them all. But yes, I read manhwa. But besides all of that, if you push all of that to the side, I'm still a heterosexual Afro-Caribbean, born in Florida, raised in Georgia, 6'1" male. Okay. Yes, I do YouTube for the nerds. Yes, I cosplay, or I'm a beginner cosplayer. Yes, I'm more feminine than most men should be, but guess what? I'm still me at the end of the day. And I said it once to friends, and I'll say it to y'all as well. I can be one way until you bring out the roar in me. All right. I don't think it should be getting to a point where the fandoms get so bad that even the fandom themselves crumble from within. And when I say that, I mean, for instance, Stay. We're supposed to be what makes Stray Kids stay, but instead we're tearing each other apart and bickering amongst each other as if we don't have a purpose. It's getting so bad with the bullying amongst Stayville that some people are deleting their accounts. Some people are thinking never to go back to concerts, and some people are thinking they don't want to be a Stay anymore. And not even just Stay, but it's all fandoms. The only fandom that I will say I have not heard nothing bad from is Evils and One Piece, and that's P1 Harmony and X Love. Those are the only 2 groups that I have heard nothing bad about. Also, I would say One Verse. I haven't heard nothing bad about One Verse. Those are the 3 groups that I have heard nothing bad about, especially online. Or I haven't heard nothing bad about the fandom, rather, not them, the fandom. And that's sad. I should be saying more. I should say more than just those 3 names. Instead, I have to only say those 3 because the rest of the fandoms are acting a complete and utter fool. And that doesn't really make sense. I think every fandom needs a cleanse, and this is coming from somebody who's been in the K-pop side of things since I got into BTS during when Blood, Sweat, and Tears first came out. And then I was a stan of them then. That was my first time into K-pop. I didn't know that they were K-pop idols, but I was into them. Then I took a break a little bit after I got into Blackpink, still in middle school. And I was with BTS and Blackpink. Then when I got back into K-pop, I found Stray Kids through Felix. And I've been 3 years in listening to K-pop, Thai pop, J-pop. All right, not even just the pops, but also J-rap and K-rap and so on and so forth. And, as a person who's been, and I am still in a lot of fandoms, I haven't left the fandom, but I can definitely say every fandom has their pros and their cons, but all the cons are technically the same. Sometimes we have to admit the fact that the fandom, because a lot of people like to think it's little children that's doing this to the fandom, that's spreading the fandom apart between the good stays and the bad stays, or so on and so forth. No, sometimes it be grown people, 30, 40, 50, with kids, have a family, a dog, a cat, work 2 jobs, work a 9 to 5, a 6 to 10, and they're online twiddling their thumbs on Threads and Facebook and Twitter and all the other things, talking trash, and y'all think it's kids. No, it be us grown folk.